Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inspiring Best Living, where we talk about wealth creation, wellness, and well-nourished soul. My name is Remi Wesley Ogude, and I'm your host. I'm delighted to be back to talk about wellness today, and my topic is aging without aches. As you are listening to me, you may be wondering if you're a teenager, why this topic? Because you are still young, or you may be in your early 20s and you're wondering, you don't need this topic. But I want you to stay tuned because I feel that there will be certain things that will help you. And also, you have people who are old in your house, or at least who are elderly people, seniors, your parents, your grandmas and grandpas may also benefit. You might want to share some of these nuggets with them as well. Also, I'm sure some of the nuggets will benefit you as I go through today. So without further ado, I'd like to quickly go into today's topic. Aging is normal. It's a process that we all experience. However, all of us will experience aging differently depending on what we do and what we do not do. A lot of people have associated aging with discomfort, pain, aches, low cognitive function, low physical activity, because when people want to exercise, they often have pains and different things like that. But I don't completely agree with this because I've also seen people who have aged graciously and they are doing well in their 80s, running, jogging, you know, leading different sports team, coaching other people, inspiring younger ones. So I think we will have in life what we have courage to ask for. I always talk about God factor being the ultimate protector and healer. However, I always say there are steps we also need to take. So today, I will be looking at some of these steps that we can take later, but I want you to know that there are people who are still at the prime of their lives, people in 30, 40s, who are already thinking and feeling old just because of certain things they need to do differently. You hear people who are in their 30s telling you that they can't run as they used to run when they were teenagers or when they were in their 20s, just because maybe they have gained weight or maybe because they are now having children or things like that. And they think, oh, now I'm old, I can't do it. I used to do it when I was young like you. I used to run 5 kilometers, but now I can't even run 1 kilometer. My dear, that is not aging. That is just planning to do things differently. Maybe cutting on the weight or doing things, embarking on the journey of healthy living to go back to shape so that we can do it. Because those things that we used to do that are helping our health, we still need to continue to do them if we are intentional about aging properly. So I encourage us to think differently. It's not age. James Allen said that as a man thinketh, so is he. So let's not continue to think we can't do certain things just because we're in our 30s, 40s and we're already old. No, I do. I think I don't share that opinion. So I'm going to quickly mention steps we can take to ensure we age appropriately. The first one I like to talk about is diet. I often say it. I even give an acronym in one of my episodes, ERA. Eliminate, reduce, and find alternatives. Things we eliminate are things that are not good for our health at all. Example are highly greasy and fatty food that block arteries. We don't want to do those. We don't want to continue to eat those kind of food. The second one is what we reduce. Food that are high in carb or are loaded with sugar. We need those food, but we don't have to take a lot of it. Too much of it can make one gain weight. The third one is alternatives, finding alternative to food that are not healthy. So the second thing that can promote good health and good aging is adequate sleep. 6 to 8 hours. Let's ensure regularly we're having this. I also have challenge in this area which I'm working on. The third one is about physical activity. People always say that those who are old or as you are getting older, you are not able to tolerate physical activity. Science has proven that Physical activities are good. Exercises are good for people who are aging. The truth is, we need to start early. We need to start when we are young. And that's why I said this episode is not just meant for people who are old, it's also meant for those who are young, who are just starting their journey. So integrating exercises into their lives when they are young will change the narratives for them as they age. So it's so very important to start early. And I tell you, I've already mentioned it. There are still people who have retired but who just enjoy this healthy living lifestyle. And there are still coaches. They are coaching younger ones in sports, in different sports activities. They are there out in their 60s, 70s, 80s. I even have a friend who used to run long distance when he was 20s. He was in his 20s. He's now close to 60. He's still running this long distance as he used to do it in his 20s. Nothing has changed. He's enjoying it and it's impacting well on his health at the age when he's so close to his 60s. So I'm encouraging every one of us to ensure that we incorporate good exercises into our daily life from the time when we are young. It could be running, jogging, it could even be walk. The more we do it, the better. According to Tony Robbins, consistency compounds. As we do it regularly, it will become a lifestyle that we can continue even at our old age. At that time, it will not be painful. It's painful when people have not done it when they are young, and when they are getting old, they want to start. So they start, they give up and say, oh, I can't endure this pain. It ought not to be. The last one I want to talk about is about challenging our brain. This is also very important. As people age, they need to get engaged in things that can enrich or challenge their brain. Things like reading, writing, developing new skills, journalizing. You just want the brain to be active. According to Dr. Agel Hillis, who is a doctor in one of the medical schools, he said there isn't so much difference between the brain of 18 years old and the brain of 100 years old. And I want to agree. It's just saying that once you're able to develop your brain, you'll be able to do so many things. You can be impactful. You see people who are still in their old age, making impact, going to school, retraining, learning new skills, I know of a woman who is a role model to me who went back to school to study law at the age of 60. I also know of a woman who made the headline news, who finished her first degree at the age of 80. People going back to school at the age of 80. Then we can at least read, write books. We may not be able to even start by writing a whole book, but even if it's a story, journalizing, it's a step. It's a baby step we can start taking. So if you are hearing me today and you think, oh, where do I start? I've never written a book in my life. I don't even like reading. You can start. It's never too late. It doesn't matter what age you are. You may still be in your sister and you're hearing me today that you have not even started any of these things I've mentioned. It's never too late. You may not be able to change your history. You may also not be able to change what has happened to you in the past, but you can be where you are, listening to me now, and change your ending. You can start taking actions, steps that can improve your health and your wellness so that as you age, you are not going to age in pain. And I know that a lot of times we have support from government, from friends, from families, for elderly people, for the seniors. For instance, in my area, on certain days of the week, seniors buy certain things, at a discount in some stores, not all stores. And also they have different financial support from different people, their family, their children, their spouses. But as much as we have this financial benefit and support, we should be gainfully engaged in things that can improve our brain. We can be partners in business with other people. We can volunteer in hospitals. We can volunteer in schools, in different places. We can volunteer in banks just to make sure that we are still using this brain. to solve problems, to impact lives, to give back to the community. We are using our physical body. We are moving, going out. We may not be engaging 9 to 5 job, but at least we're doing things that are making us active, using our legs, our hands. Even we can be involved in some of the household chores up to at least to the level to which we can tolerate. We may not be able to do everything, but the more we try, the better, and we can optimize our health by so doing. As I conclude today, I want to remind us that this platform is to inspire us in 3 areas of life: wealth creation, wellness, and well-nourished soul. Remember, you don't have to choose between being healthy and wealthy. You can have both as icing on the top of a well-nourished soul. I thank you so much for listening. Again, my name is Remi Wesley Ogude. I want you to please share the video with friends, family, those you can benefit, and also press the notification button and subscribe so that you can be notified right away once new episodes are produced. Until I come your way next time, take care and bye.